Nearly 6,000 people in Haiti are starving, with nearly half the country's population of more than 11 million people experiencing crisis levels of hunger or worse as gang violence smothers life in the capital of Port-au-Prince and beyond, according to a new report. The number of Haitians facing crisis, emergency and famine levels of hunger increased by 1.2 million in the past year for a total of 5.4 million as gang violence disrupts the transportation of goods and prevents people from venturing out of their homes to buy food, according to the report with the Integrated Food Security Phase classification. This is one of the highest proportions of acutely food insecure people in any crisis around the world, said UN spokesman Stephen Dujarric. The 5,636 people who are facing starvation, the worst level, live in makeshift shelters across the metropolitan area, according to the report released on Monday, which noted that another 2 million Haitians face severe hunger. While much of the hunger is directly tied to gang violence, double-digit inflation also has limited what many Haitians can afford to buy, with food now representing 70% of total household expenditures. The cost of a food basket increased more than 11% in the past year, with inflation hitting 30% in July. Gang violence, however, accounts for most of the hunger, with the gangs controlling 80% of Port-au-Prince and the roads that lead to and from northern and southern Haiti, preventing farmers from delivering goods and non-profits from delivering aid. From April to June, at least 1,379 people were reported killed or injured and another 428 were kidnapped. In addition, gang violence has left more than 700,000 people homeless in recent years. A UN-backed mission led by Kenya that began in late June and is aimed at quelling gang violence in Haiti has liberated some communities. But officials say much work remains to be done as the US, Haiti and others call for UN peacekeeping mission to secure funding and personnel that the current mission lacks. But officials say much work remains to be done as the US, Haiti and others call for UN peacekeeping mission to secure funding and personnel that the current mission lacks. Dujarric said humanitarian food agencies and non-profits in Haiti need an additional $230 million by year's end. 70% of people living in makeshift shelters are experiencing crisis levels of hunger or worse. For more news and updates like these, like, comment and subscribe to our YouTube channel.